Hey everyone, it's the Snowman, TooLoud2oMusic.com. Welcome back to the collection. This is our final part in the Kiss vinyl series, part 4, and this time we're going to go through the bootlegs. I've got quite a bit on vinyl for their bootlegs, and so we're going to go through those. I put them in chronological order of when they were recorded or when the songs were from, rather than the year that they were released, kind of thing. Figured that way we could just walk through the whole progression of the band. Now, if you don't know what a bootleg is an unofficial, illegal release of either a concert or demos or things from a band. They're not approved by the band or anything. They're different from a counterfeit because a counterfeit is an exact copy of something. I have the Sonic Boom on vinyl and it's a counterfeit. It looks like the original. It's got the cover, the songs and everything, but it's not. So, but a counterfeit is a replica. A bootleg is a totally different little just illegal thing that they've done. Both are wrong and both are okay at the same time. I like bootlegs because they give you a piece of history that the band necessarily hasn't released or anything like that. So we're going to go all the way back to pre-Kiss, to Wicked Lester. So this is the Wicked Lester and the Progeny demo sessions. This one was released in 1987. Um, the first side is all Wicked Lester demos. It says it starts off with Sweet Ophelia, but actually Sweet Ophelia is not on here. That's okay. Keep Me Waiting is where it comes in. There's some songs, they're not, that's one thing about bootlegs. They're not always accurate. They sometimes get the pictures of the guys wrong in the band or from the wrong era. Um, so this one isn't exactly all 9 songs that they say there's on here. Uh, but still, they sound great. I enjoy listening to these Wicked Luster songs because it's part of history. I would love if they would ever do an official release of it. That would be awesome. Side 2 on this, or the B side, starts off with the Kiss demos. So these are the demos that Eddie Kramer recorded with the band before the debut album. So it's Deuce, Cold Gin, Strutter, Watching You, and Black Diamond. 4 of those ended up on the debut. Watching You ended up on, I think, Hotter Than Hell. And then the last 2 songs are actually Ace Frehley demos that were done around the time, I guess, of Frehley's Comet. I Got the Touch and Rocker Be Rocked. Rocker Be Rocked, kind of an anthem type song, but I don't know if they've ever been released anywhere. I don't think I have them in any other form other than this one. No insert or anything, but I do like how the labels, um, you know, there's no Kiss on that label. It says Rockwell and Good, purveyors of the finest music extant since the day before yesterday. So interesting stuff, usually bootlegs. They do these kind of labels on those vintage bootlegs so people wouldn't actually know that it's a Kiss bootleg. And as you can see on the front, there's nothing out here on the front to say what it is. You have to flip it over to see all that. But that's not the only Wicked Lester I have. I picked up this next one is I picked this one. I think this is a 2021. So I think it's a Japanese release. At least they faked an Obi strip because there's this cool little Obi strip on it. Um, and it is all Wicked Lester demos. Some of the same ones that are on the one I have before, but Sweet Ophelia is actually on this one. So it's really nice. And then I like on the inside, gives you a picture of early Kiss without the makeup. Well, somewhat makeup. And then the story of the Wicked Lester stuff. And lastly, it is on a very pretty red vinyl. And then the back of it has the Wicked Lester. So very, very nice. I really like this one. Sound quality is great. Um, This one is it's a good one to have. Um, and I love the fact, I think this was supposed to be the original cover. So I like this one. Then we're gonna hopefully get back to, there we go. We're going to go to 1973. This is Kiss Alive in Amityville, recorded at the Daisy in Amityville, New York on June 16th, 1973. It's just black vinyl, but there's the case. Nice pictures. This is it's an audience recording. It's pretty great. I mean, I like it. I think it's really great. There's some cool songs on here. Life in the Woods is one that's on here. It was originally titled Once You Beside or something like that. Acrobat is on here. Simple Type as well. Old Wicked Lester songs. And then Acrobat became love theme from Kiss, basically. So it's mostly instrumental, and then it's got a little bit of the song Much Too Young. And they do have a little bit of that Gene singing Much Too Young on this one. But this is basically, I mean, it's beautiful cover. I like the pictures on the back. I mean, it sounds great. I mean, considering it's from 1973, as far as the sound goes, I give this a 5. It is out of 10. I mean, 5 out of 5. So a great one to listen to if you get this one. Early Kiss, 1973, before the debut album even came out. Then I've got two of the same, but they're different covers. It is the Lafayette Music Room from Memphis, Tennessee, April 18th, 1974. It was a radio broadcast. It's just 9 songs. It's really an enjoyable listen. It has Acrobat on it as well, and an early version of She before it came out. It is on the clear vinyl, which is pretty nice. I do like that. But it's the same one that I have. It's just a different cover. This one's called Black Diamond, but it's the Lafayette Music Room. I really like that cover as well. The back's very similar to the other one. This is just black vinyl, nothing special about the vinyl. Label's a little different. But it's just a great early show. Not the best quality, maybe a 2.5 to 3 as far as quality. I normally wouldn't buy the same show, but I liked the covers on them, so I bought them. Different times, but I still bought them. Then the next one I have is 1974 show. I picked this up while I was in Paris. This is with Fire and Thunder. It is recorded on September 14th, 1974, for the Hotter in Hell tour at the Victory Burlesque in Toronto, Canada. And this is the warm-up show for the tour that they were doing. This one is a more recent release. I can't get it to go, but it came with this poster. I mean, look at that. Great little poster of the band, Japanese, and then it's got tour dates down here. It also came with a nice printed insert for the vinyl. Great pictures of the band on the front, and it is on white vinyl. Look at the little kiss lips shaped thing there. Same on the other side. So great little piece. The show itself, only a 9-song set, not very long. It's not the best quality either, but it's just a cool piece to have. I mean, anything from the early 70s, I'm glad I'll grab those in a heartbeat, because Kiss is really tight back then. They play really well. So yeah, even though it doesn't sound great, it's still a great little show to have for them. That one's probably like a 3-star. Then I have from 1975, March 19th, 1975. This is the Northampton, Pennsylvania show. It's from Dress to Kill. It came with this poster as well. It's a huge poster. I got to back up for this one. Let's see if we can get this open. But yeah, nice poster. I'll have to fix that later. Kind of a flimsy little case. Nothing really great, but it's got a pretty vinyl. I'm not sure if it's a brownish, an orangish red, or what. Very, very different. And the other one is the same thing on the other one. It's got the Casablanca logos. You notice that? Let me put that over there. It's got the Casablanca logos. So that's kind of cool. Um, and it also came with this weird thing. It came with what we have here, Playboy Club Rooftop, January 16th, 1975. It's a set of pictures from the band. So you got this one. Oh, wrong way. And then that one. So a great set. I like these pictures. It's really great. This thing here came with that really nice. So cool. I mean, this was another, the other ones in Paris, they had these inserts that were really awesome. Um, so yeah, that's that one. 1975 for that. Um, then we've got from 74, we're going to kind of go back 74 because it's got part 74 and part 76. This is First Kiss in Long Island. This is vintage. I mean, this is an old release because as you can see, it has the flyer on it, and then there's nothing. There's nothing on the front, nothing on the back. Really simple. Um, it's rough on the inside, but the vinyl still looks really good. This one says World's Records. And I don't even know these songs on here. It's got a list of songs that Hallelujah, Something Worth Living For, The Cool of the Evening. I mean, songs that aren't even theirs. Because that's what they had to do back then. They had to try to hide what it was. And so they only had these little flyers. Sometimes they were stuck to the album and sometimes they're loose like this. Um, but this was recorded for the Rock and Roll All Night. I'm sorry, May 31st, 1974. Is from San Diego. It was a reissue of a song of a bootleg called Fried Alive. Um, and so yeah, I haven't heard this one because I actually just got this one today, which is why I wanted to do the series. I picked up three this morning, so I figured let's do this show. The next, another one I picked up in Paris. This one is from 1976, recorded on July 10th, 1976 at Roosevelt Stadium in Jersey City, New Jersey. It's called The Summer of Satan. The Devil's Ride Out. Um, this is just another one. This one is very limited, limited to 500, 180 gram, and it's green vinyl. Um, each insert comes with the sleeve with that, and then it's got the green vinyl, which as you can see, we've got Ace on that side, Gene on that side. Um, it is a gatefold, which we'll get to in just a second. Here's the other sleeve. It's a 2 LP set. It is the full show. Um, and also on the green. Um, this one didn't have any other kind of insert with it, but it has a nice gatefold picture of the stage and stuff. So another cool one I got from Paris. Um, Full show, like I said. I really love everything about that show. I gave it a 4. It's a soundboard recording. It's a full show and some little hiccups here and there, but great show overall. Good one to have. Another one I picked up today. This is from a show in Tokyo. It's called Kiss Takes Tokyo 77 at Budokan Hall. Um, I think April 1st, 1977, or it might be July 4th. Side 4, though, is the Los Angeles Forum show. Um, this is the label on it. Again, nothing that says Kiss or anything like that. Um, but it's a full show. I haven't heard this one because I picked up this one this morning. So don't know anything else about that one. And then we have from 1978 now, we're up to, oh, sorry, back to 1977. The other one I picked up, Sneak Attack. This was the third one I picked up this morning. I got all three at my local store. He bought a big collection of like 400. I bought three of these and a queen one, so that gave me what, 1% of what he bought. Same kind of label as the last one. Um, this is the same show as what I'm going to show you next, um, but it's the full show. It's from Love Gun, audience recording. The sound isn't great, but this one was really sought after back in the day. And again, it's a full show. Where this one, Kiss My Axe from 1978, or it's the 1977 show. It was originally in 78. Um, it's only a partial show. Um, I think we're missing like half the songs. Black vinyl, great live concerts is a logo. I think this was 1981. So this was a reissue of the 78 Kiss My Axe. Um, but still, early 80s release, vintage. All right, then we're gonna jump for something that's a very new release. It only came out in 2022. Um, it's just a collection of live songs from various shows. It's called Diamonds in the Dust. It's a nice little cover. It's got the Gene from Kiss Alive 2. Um, it's a little flimsy. It does have a nice insert with some great pictures for the sleeve, but I'm not about to put my vinyl into that one. So I have a regular sleeve, but it's on purple. So got that, and then the logo on the flip side. Like I said, just a collection of stuff. Some of the songs are really not good. They're a little messed up. Um, so yeah, maybe a 2 on this one. Not that great of a thing, and really no point. I don't like these collections that are just a song here and a song there. I want the whole show, or at least all from one show. But I still bought it anyway. What can I say? Then we got a 1979 show. This one was released 2018. Another one that I picked up in Paris. It's called Return to Capitol Center. This is on the Dynasty tour. I think in Largo, Maryland, on July 8th, 1979. Uh, great packaging on this thing, though. Wait till you see all this stuff. Um, well, first, let's just look at the albums. I'm going to keep it in the sleeve. It's on a white vinyl. It's got the little disco ball thing because they think Dynasty's a disco album. Um, the other one is on white vinyl as well, but we're not going to pull that out. What we're going to do is first we're going to show you the insert, the graphics from the gatefold, and then the picture on the back. I love those outfits. I really do like those outfits. It came with an obi strip that was on the outside, not Japanese or anything, but limited edition white vinyl. It also came with this really cool shiny little picture, Return of Kiss. It feels like a sticker. I don't know if it is, but it feels like a sticker. But the really cool thing is it came with a replica tour book. Um, it's got all the pictures on the inside. Um, so I mean, really cool stuff that came with it. That's the one thing about the ones I bought in Paris. They're all fairly new release, and they gave you a lot of little goodies on the inside. Um, let's see, what can I say about this one? Soundboard recording. It sounds a little hollow at times. The crowd noise is minimal, so you kind of lose a little bit of that live feel when there's not much crowd noise, but it's still a very enjoyable listen. I mean, everybody's clear. It's just a little hollow sounding at times. Um, they do some solo songs on here. They've got Radioactive, Move On. Um, so, I mean, Ace does 2000, man. So there's some good stuff on here. And I think I gave it a 4 when I reviewed it. So overall, it's an enjoyable listen. I just have a few little faults with it, and it looks good. All right, then we're going to jump up to 1983. This is recorded on November 18th for the Lick It Up tour in Gothenburg, Sweden, and it's called The Tickler. It's got Vinny on the cover, so of course it would with Lick It Up tour. There were only about 500 copies made of this one. When I bought this, it was actually still sealed, but records are made to be listened to. And as you can see from this, it just says Roxy Records. That's all it says on both sides. No big deal. Early 80s, they're still trying to hide the fact that it's a bootleg. But there's 8 tracks, I think, and it also has the solos for Gene and for Vinny. Its sound is great, even if it is an audience recording, I believe. It sounds great. I gave it about a 3.5 stars. So it's another one I enjoy pulling out. And then a year later, for 1984, recorded on October 26th in Stockholm, Sweden, we have They Only Come Out at Night. And when I saw this, I got real excited because Mark St. John is on here. And Mark only recorded, I think, was only on 3 shows, live shows, before he was let go and Bruce Kulick came in. But sadly, when I got home, it's only Bruce on this one. The show is, yeah, it's they did release one with Mark off the soundboard, and which we showed that one in a previous episode. But this one's really good. I mean, it's a fantastic show. And on the back, there's the set list on here. It says for promotional use only, not for sale. But it's got Fits Like a Glove. It's got Heaven's on Fire, Young and Wasted, Creatures of the Night, Countryman, Winchester Cathedral. Some weird stuff at the end. But it's just an outstanding audience recording. Uh, I mean, it's probably, I don't know. It's just really cool. I have to say I really like this one. But this one is also fun because of the label. The label on this one says, I don't know if you can read it. It says Buddy Love sings about girls. And the songs are Grace is a Disgrace, Wild Women of Frenchtown, She's a Virgin, My Favorite Enema Nurse, Backdoor Vicky, Mrs. Miller Sings the Blues, Long Tall Sally. But on the flip side, we have Toiletta Simpson, Chocolate Bar Baby, Peter Pan's Sister, A Piece of Denise, Crystal Swings Both Ways, and Karen Green, the Hairspray Queen. That same label is in different colors, but it's on both of the vinyl that are in here because it's a 2 vinyl set. It's a full show. That label, though, that label's why I love bootlegs. Just great stuff. All right. Then we're gonna go to that was the only. Okay, so now I'm sorry, I got a little messed up. Then we're on 1984 again. This is called Barbarize. Look at that. And then it's got Vinny on the cover, which is a problem because this is 1984. This is December 30th, 1984 at the Mecca Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So this would have been what I just lost track. Animalize. It's two vinyl. Somebody took and wrote the songs on the vinyl. I went the wrong way. One of these days I'll get good at this, but it's not right now. So that one's got 2 LPs. The thing on the front, the cover, if you've got Judas Priest album Hero, is it Hero Hero? That's the same cover, just done a little bit different, but this is the same cover as on that, which I think's really cool. So Barbarize, though, it's an audience recording. There are a lot of mistakes in there. One being Vinny on the cover. But it also says the song, it says it's got I've Had Enough listed after Heaven's on Fire. It's not on there. But another great thing about it, Paul's banter throughout. This is 84, so Paul was lewd, crude, and just hilarious with those cheesy stories with Love Gun and all those things. So that part of it is just fantastic to listen to. I enjoy that. So then we're going to go now to 1985. So this was recorded um, on November 29th, 1985 at the T.H. Barton Coliseum in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's called Accept No Imitations. This is opening night for the Asylum tour, and it's got this little thing up here. Limited edition 2 LP, highlighter yellow and green, blue splatter, number 187 of 500. Um, it's got great pictures on it. I love that. The back has the classic Asylum outfit. Um, and then we'll show you the vinyl. Look at I mean, it's like neon, really cool. Um, I really like that one. And it's the same on the other one. It's the same color as well. This one doesn't have any, I don't think this one had any extras in it or anything. It did have this promotional piece in there, a little flat for Asylum. But outside of that, I don't see anything else. So the show itself, um, it's really great. It's got since it's the opening show of the tour, you get the premiere live show, live performances for King of the Mountain, any way you slice it, and Tears Are Falling. The sound quality is not great, but as you know, it's a cool show. I think it's pretty awesome. I think I gave it only a 3. I did like listening to it. But yeah, you know, it's Asylum. I love that tour. I saw that one as well. And then another one I got from this one's going to be recorded April 18th, 1988 for the Crazy Nights tour at Castle Hall in Osaka, Japan. It's called Look What You Done to Me, Kiss on Japan tour 1988. Um, some great shots on that one. It's a very diverse set list. Um, so I mean they really cover a lot of their time span, but it's weird, you know, it's got Bang Bang You on here, which is a good one to have. No, no, no. Um, yeah, and those are the only ones that I was like thought was interesting to have on here. Um, I don't think there's any inserts in here. They are on vinyl, and they've got this drawing, weird drawings on the backs, on the labels, which I thought were really cool. Um, the show itself, it's an enjoyable show. I gave it a 3.5 stars. Um, sorry. And you know, I think the funny thing is, it's like I saw this same tour, but Japan got more songs than we got. And just like they get more songs on their CDs than we do. So I guess that holds true for the live shows as well. Um, Then we're going to get to a really common one. This is part 1 of The Ritz on Fire. This is only half the show. This is from August 12th, 1988 at the Ritz in New York City from Crazy Nights tour. Um, 1 LP. It doesn't have Rock and Roll All Night, so I'm actually kind of glad. It's nice to listen to that. It's a great sounding record. No issues with this one. I think I gave it a 4. You know, I just wish I had part 2. There is another one out there I need to get. Um, I haven't seen it out there when I'm looking, but I'll get that one eventually. All right, then we go up to 1994. This is called Gods of Thunder. It was recorded at Sao Paulo, Brazil in August 27th, 1994. There's only 10 songs. It's not a full show, but it was a broadcast performance, which is why that's probably all they broadcast. It is on a beautiful blue vinyl. There's nothing else to it. Very simple, straightforward, and it sucks. It's a very poor release. Sound quality is kind of bad. The songs cut out a little bit. The volume's kind of messed up. If you see this one, I mean, skip it if you want. My problem is I kind of want anything bootleg wise. Um, but yeah, it's not a great show at all. However, we did get a really cool show. This is called All the Way at the Ballroom. 1995. It was recorded February 7th, 95 in Melbourne, Australia at the Hilton Hotel Ballroom. And it is an acoustic show. um, with the band. And man, what an awesome show this is. It's just a stark white, no label, nothing. One LP. Um, but I don't think I can say enough good things about this one. Just some really great. It's got Shandy. Of course, you're in Australia, you're gonna have that one. You got to choose. They do A World Without Heroes. They do a medley of Coming Home, Flaming Youth, and Mr. Speed, and they end it with Sure Know Something. I mean, it's just this one is just one of my favorites. I really like this one. So, and this is a newer release. I mean, I don't know what year this one actually came out, but it's fairly new. Highly recommend if you get it uh, to buy that one. And it did have a pretty cool poster. And it's got, let's see how far back I can go. And then it had a great poster on it too. So really good stuff with that one. All right. Then my final one is one of the earliest ones or newer ones that I have. It's from 2010. This is the hottest show on earth. It was recorded at the Epicenter in Fontana, California on September 25th, 2010. It looks like it could be a Japanese release because it's got that little obi strip on it. Um, it is a gatefold. And then it's got a great picture of Gene on the back. Um, it also has a poster. This one is just the cup, a great one with showing the shows from Japan for 2011. Um, it's on white vinyl. Very pretty. Um, by far, this is one of the best soundboard recordings of all the bootlegs that I have. This might be one of the best. The band was playing awesome. I mean, seriously, Tommy and Eric, they get paid to play and they play, and it really does sound great. Paul's vocals are still really good at this time. Might not be the best set list, but really for the last 20 years has pretty much been the same set list all along. But just quality wise, this one is easily a 5 out of 5. And another one, if you get it, it's a great one to have. It just sounds fantastic. And that, wow, that's a lot of bootlegs, a lot of vinyl to go through. And I could have talked about them a lot longer, but anyway, let me know, what about them you liked, which ones you don't. If you want some Too Loud Tool Music merch, click on the link below at tpublic.com. Go visit the site, tooloudtoolmusic.com. And always don't forget to click subscribe and hit like, leave a comment, and those kind of wonderful things. I want to thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week on The Collection.